Hey guys, what is up? Making this video after such a long time. Shoot. Okay, today I'm gonna speak about what is negativity. Ew, but it's actually good. What is negativity and how I see negativity as positive lessons in my life. Okay, so yeah, that's true. I see negativity as positive lessons because, in a true fact, I don't see negativity as negativity. The word negativity itself has tons of bad energy involved in it, but I like to look at as there are positives and there are positive lessons. So there is literally no negativity, or you could call negativity to identify it as something negative on the other side of the spectrum, the opposite of positive. But in a reality senses, in a reality basis, the negativity is a means to reach a positive element. So ideally it is a lesson that is taught to the inner self so that the human body, mind and soul can reach a positive aspect after experiencing the negative element or the negative situation or circumstance in their life. So negativity is just the opposite of positive, right? Positivity, you know what positivity and negativity is on a general day-to-day basis. Positivity brings you positive things, you're happy, joy, elated, and you feel some lightness, and you always want to have that feeling within you. Whereas negativity on the other side brings discomfort, unhappiness, sadness, and those are experiences that you don't want to be in. And typically there is in the world, there is positivity and negativity, and it's good to accept both, because there is a constant there is random molecules of positivity and negativity that exist in the universe, and we are also a part of the universe, and it's good to accept both. It is a good thing to accept both. It's like yin and yang. Without one, the other may not be there. So but both together constitute one single entity, like the universe, like us, like universe, one song, one verse. So positivity and negativity together bring one verse, but it's about the ideology of understanding that negative situations are all positive lessons, and not positive lessons to not outer lessons, but lessons for the inner body and inner mind. First, we'll start off with this idea that everything in the outer reality is a direct reflection of the inner reality. So what we experience on a real day-to-day basis is also a reflection of what our cells are experiencing within our body, and how our body itself is experiencing itself. For example, if there is no self-love and there is no self-doubt, you will see yourself encountering opportunities that treat you badly, for example, or you might want to get a relationship into your life, but you might not have enough self-love to yourself, and that kind of projects itself outward. And since you don't have any love to bring to yourself, it's not attracting any more love molecules, or people are not giving you love from the outside because your inside is not being able to give love to itself. So pretty much your outer reality is a direct reflection of the inner reality. That is like the cells, how the cells and the molecules in your body feel. And that you can control by your mind, by the thoughts you think, by creating a shift in the way you think, and bringing yourself more self-love. There are so many ways to do that. And so negativity is just the other end of the spectrum, but the negativity always teaches you a positive lesson. This includes fear, facing circumstances of fear, facing circumstances of disappointment, facing circumstances of different things in your life. and each of these instances bring in different lessons. Now, how to identify the lesson is to understand that the lesson is always an internal lesson. It's never an external lesson. If you learn something, let's say if the car came and then you were walking on the street and the car just nearly missed you or something like that, and you felt fearful or something like that. Yeah, I mean, it could be a lesson to take care of yourself, but the inner lesson would be to take care of yourself because you love yourself as that much. So you will in the inner lesson is to develop a sense of, hey, I want to protect myself, I want to take care of myself, I want to be more aware of my surroundings because I love myself, and I want to give myself the best at all points of time. I want to nourish myself with the best situations at all point of time. So I don't want to put myself in a situation where a car almost hits me, and that would be the inner lesson. An outer lesson would be to like an outer lesson is always something that is on the outside. It is always like a coping mechanism. So it would be like to like wait for the signal to cross and all that kind of stuff. But those are only outer things. If the inner lesson is learned, the outer reality kind of automatically changes to the inner lesson. In this case, being the inner lesson being, oh, I want to be more aware because I love myself. And when you be more aware and when you're loving yourself, you're automatically looking at the signal light, you're automatically looking at where you want to cross, you're automatically looking if cars are coming. This is all an automatic process that happens when you learn an inner lesson. But when you're learning an outer lesson, it's usually just a temporary coping mechanism. It can even be a permanent coping mechanism, but it's still it's a coping mechanism. Once the coping mechanism expires, it expires, and like for certain things you will be living with fear, and that fear is not good for the body. The outer coping mechanism, or the outer lesson that you think you have learned from that process, is just a method to literally cope up with life, and that's it. You're not satisfying yourself, you're not bringing yourself that fulfillment. It's just a mechanism to cope up for that particular time and moment. But an inner lesson is always a lesson that adds on to the value of who you are. And that inner lesson is the positive lesson that I'm talking about, which is negativity. Which is why every negative incident is nothing but a positive lesson. Once again, every negative incident or every negative situation that you encounter is nothing but a positive lesson. At least that's how I see it. And that is important. It's important to say it's good if you see it that way. So that is you learn that lesson, and then you never have to learn that lesson ever again. Like once you finish a particular grade and you go up the next class, you never have to go back to the grade again because you learn it. And yeah, so negativity and positivity are both there on the planet. And it's important to know that they exist, and it's important to accept them for what it is. And life can always be like a little wave, like a bunch of ups and downs. And if the up is positive and the down is negative, it's important to embrace both. Without the down, the up may not come. If you put a wave like this, without going down again, you can't go up again. You can't go like this and then straight and like this and then straight. That's not how a wave works. A wave goes like this. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, just like that. So it's as much as you are in the positive side of things, if you encounter negative side of things, take it in the positive sense, because the up is the positive and the down is the positive lessons. Then the up is the positive and down is the positive lessons. So it's like going through school in a little fashion. So negativity is important, but it's not necessary. It's important to understand, but it's not necessary to have in your life. Through the negativity do you learn the positive sides of things, and through positivity you also learn how to continue to be positive. So that's all, folks. Once again, from That Spiritual Mindset, nice to be speaking back on cam. Thank you, bye bye, love you guys, bye.